Hello, Ronald. Ken Taylor here. Hey, good to see you again. This is your video analysis. We finally got it to work, and so sorry about that. Not sure what happened there with the system, but we got it to work. Um, Again, very good to see you again. That was pretty cool coming out to Oswego out there and handling that rainstorm. That was pretty crazy stuff. Um, So here we are looking at you run, and I don't know if you've seen yourself run on video much, so I'm trying to be clever and let this run as a loop so that you can kind of watch yourself over and over again. And as we get into this, now we've got some really detailed and kind of picky stuff to look at. What we'll try to do though is we'll try to stick with the general stuff, the general adjustments to help you begin to run faster and to work less. What we want is we want you to be faster, but we don't just want you to be faster, we want it to be easy. And wouldn't that be cool to run faster and work less? Um, so as we start to look at this, you got some really good stuff. And I know you probably feel pretty weird doing this video and then sending it to me. But this is cool, so watch this. So we can go slow motion, we can go backwards, really cool stuff. Okay, so as we start to analyze this and break this down, you got some really good qualities there, and that is one of your first qualities you have is really quick foot strike, meaning how fast your foot makes contact with the surface and how quick it comes off the surface. Okay, and you can see your calf muscle working there. Okay, now all we have to do is just make some small adjustments. The issue with me is how many adjustments do we need to make? Well, let's just look at a couple of general ones. Okay, one of the first things is when you take off and run, your stride is really small. Okay, and I'll compare you with some Olympic sprinters here a little later on. So your stride is really small, excuse me, and look at that. So you're coming off the ground here. Backside elbow is in a really good position. I'll draw an arrow here. This backside elbow mechanics, that is really good. Chest is forward because you're starting. This is your takeoff. Okay, so the head is forward. That's nice. Okay, this knee lift, we're going to talk a lot about that and show it to you. This knee lift is way short. For who you are, that should be up in this range. And that'll get your stride to be a lot longer as well. Okay, the front arm looks pretty good. And if we move it along one frame, okay, we can see this arm, that hand kind of starts to come to the inside of the body. Okay, so it moves into the chest. What that should do is that should just chop straight back down right by your hip. Okay, so the palm of the hand on your left side should kind of swish right by your left hip every time you take a stride. Okay, yours kind of comes in, gives you a little bit of a twisting action. Okay, and then for who you are, look how close your foot is to the ground. You'll see what I'm talking about a little bit later here. Okay, so you are off the ground a couple of inches, and with your jumping ability, you should be 20 feet in the air. Okay, maybe not 20 feet. Okay, but you should be definitely a little higher in the air off of that. And that comes to when we run, we also kind of want to bounce. Okay, so we want to bounce like if you're jumping rope, want to get that nice reflexive bounce pop off the ground. Okay, I definitely like your position right here. If we stop it right here, that's not bad. That backside elbow, elbow cannot be any higher than that. That's almost a bit much. Okay, if we're going to be picky, we would say it would be about right here and then about right there. However, that's not going to hurt you too much. Okay, what does kind of affect your run is this hand here. Okay, see how that turns in? Okay, I know that probably looks pretty funny to you. Look at your smile coming in. That's pretty funny. Okay, and then see you get kind of a twisty action. So the left shoulder actually comes forward, right shoulder comes back, which means your upper body is doing a twisting action. Okay, and we can tell because your left foot, your trail leg, is kind of turned in, so your hip turns in. And when you're going straight ahead, we want everything in a line going exactly straight ahead. Okay, so as we move this along, okay, I'll try to talk quick here so we can get to the Olympians. Okay, we want your upper body, your torso, we want that to become nice and straight and strong. Okay, so see how it's tall there? Okay, watch it dip forward. See that? Okay, so we want to keep that chest, that line, that spine nice and tall all the way through the body. So we want that action to be right there. We want that to stay nice and straight. Okay, see how yours kind of dips forward? Okay, that takes away from a little bit of your power that you have. Okay, now the big thing is timing and leg position. Okay, so we're going to see if we can stop it at a spot. Okay, so that is not bad. Look at your arms. So here's the timing. When your elbows and your arms are in this position here, you can see there's a little bit of twist here. When your elbows in this position, your legs should be in a position as well. So we're talking about the timing. So when you are here, we can't see your foot, but your foot is just barely off the ground here. Actually, we're going to guess. We're thinking it's just touching or just barely off the ground. Okay, your timing is your leg, your lower leg is late to the spot. Your knee is a little bit low. Okay, so if we take a look at this, if we draw a line, your leg is here. So when your leg is straight like this, when the backside leg is like this knee should be in a position approximately about here, and this foot right here should be under, close to under, if not directly under the knee. It doesn't have to be perfect, but somewhere around in here is about where your foot should be. I'll make a little plus sign. Okay, so that's where your foot should be when your arms are like this. Okay, so if we look to the next frame, okay, so your arms get there and you're getting closer to the spot. Okay, now you're there. Now your foot is already really close to the ground, so it's hard to get a lot of power and pop off the ground because your foot's already close to the ground. We need that foot to be higher in the air. We need it to be in a position that is about at the end of this arrow. Here's your knee. We need that foot to be about right here. Maybe right there, right at the end of this arrow, right there. Okay, that's a position higher than the back foot. Okay. Now, if we quickly, got about 2 minutes here, and we're going to jump to another video. Okay, if we look at this and compare this to Olympic sprinters, okay, this is not an Olympic sprinter right here. This is one of my students who became really good, really fast baseball player. Okay, you can see his arm is here. When he's there with both arms, the knee is here, and there's the foot right there. He's barely off the ground. Look how high he is in the air. Okay, if we look at Olympic sprinters, okay, this one down here, this guy down here, this is Carl Lewis, was the fastest man in the world for like, a good 9, 10, 12 years. Okay, look how high his knee is. Look how high he is off the ground. Let's see if I can go a frame back here. Okay. Yep. Look how high he is off the ground. Okay, hard to run fast if you're attached to the earth. So we want to, over here, we want to get your foot, we want to get you into the air. Okay, so you can see your timing here compared to the other runners. Okay, if we go back here, see his foot is barely off the ground. Look where his foot is. Look how high his knee is. Okay, yours should be, again, in a position that is about here, and then the foot there. That's what we'll be going for. Okay, we look at this Olympic sprinter here. Okay, same thing. Okay, knee is high, elbows are in the maximum position, foot is under. Let's look at his competitors as we go backwards. Okay, look at these guys float in the air. That's just ridiculous. Okay, arms are here, knee is up, foot is under. Okay, I'll move this along a little bit. Okay, and you can kind of watch these guys move. Now, they struggle and strain and work and try to get it perfect just like me and you. Okay, look at these positions. Look at their legs in the air. Okay, we'll go down to Carl Lewis here and get him in the same spot, and there he is. Back leg is off the ground, barely bent. Look how high he's in the air. Unbelievable. Okay, now, I'd like you to watch my athlete here and watch him when he runs. Watch his bounce. Okay, got a couple of seconds here, then we're going to move to another video. Okay, see him bouncing there? Okay, just bouncing right off the balls of his feet. Okay, keeping the chest and head up. Okay, and then just cruising. Okay, when you do that, your body gets used to that and you get stronger and stronger at that action. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to create a habit for that action. Okay, so we'll see you on the next video. These videos are about 10 minutes long. So we'll just jump to the next video and we'll make it about a little bit shorter and give you some drills as well. Okay, see you on the other side.